What's going on, everybody? So, Monday before Christmas Eve. First and foremost, happy holidays, y'all. Have a good time with your family. Reconnect with some old clients. Reconnect with old friends. Do what you got to do to nurture and build your relationships. Now that the formalities are out of the way, swipe it away. Wouldn't it be so cool if technology was to that point where it's just kind of like this little screen and we're just like in the air, like on the TV shows? Yeah, probably getting there. So let's talk about this. There is a big epidemic, a big problem in the development space. And I'm not going to say personal or professional. We're going to lump it all up into the development stage space, okay? There's a key component to all of it that people are constantly missing, right? Everybody's like, oh, well, develop yourself, study, learn something new, do something. Like study, learn something new, right? Develop yourself. Knowledge is power. Wrong. Stay away, ye old vampire. Right? Doesn't work. See, the missing link is application. You can read all the books you want, study all the videos you want, learn all you want. It don't matter. It only matters if you're going to apply it and do something about it. All right? That's the thing. Knowledge is not power. We've been lied to as long as we've been alive. Applied knowledge is power. Now, what does that mean? When you learn something, you got to actually apply it. You actually got to live it. If you don't live it, you can't lead it. If you don't learn it, you can't live it. If you can't live it, you can't lead it. That's it, right? So how do you actually learn something? How do you actually instill it and create a habit of it? It's a great question. Now, most of you are leaders in one capacity or another, at the bare minimum in your household, with your family, with your friends, right? You take lead sometimes. So here's the key to filling in that missing link. What you got to do is you got to apply it. So you got to start living by example. But the most powerful thing is teach it. Teach it to somebody. Share it with somebody. You don't necessarily have to indoctrinate or enroll them into that lifestyle or that way of thinking, but, share it. Teach it. So what does that look like? Well, you can have a conversation with somebody. If you have somebody that's struggling in a certain area, you can learn something that's going to help them and then sit down with them and teach it to them, right? Go over it. Or you could share it on social media. You can create a video, right? You can hop on video and you can talk about what you just learned and you can bring up some situations or some scenarios on how to apply it to whoever's listening. It doesn't have to be a video. You can share it over text. You want video, because I already said that. Text, so written word, picture, or audio, right? You can do it in a podcast. There's a ton of different ways to go out and teach what you learn. But that's the thing, the process does not end there. You can't just say, oh, well, I kind of learned it. I kind of taught it. I'm out. See you later, right? It don't work like that. You got to practice it every single day in and day out. You got to do something with it, right? Make notes. Doesn't matter whether it's on your phone. Doesn't matter whether it's on old school pen and paper, right? But go back to your stuff. Go back through your notes once a quarter, once a month, whatever, and figure out, okay, well, what did I learn? Like, what have I been learning lately? How can I apply it to what I'm currently doing? And what can I do to build a ramp over some sort of a roadblock that I have in my life because I stopped applying it? Because guess what? We're human. We fall off all the time. Stuff happens. I get it. There's nothing wrong with it. But all we can do is what we can do, and all we can do is do our best. And if you're being your best every single day, you're ahead of the game. You weren't put here to be average or mediocre. You weren't put here to struggle and none of that bullshit. You were put here to succeed and be your best and live your most elite life, right? Be the most elite version of yourself possible. That work never ends. That's a lifelong journey. If you're not committed, that's fine. The world needs lots of people providing conveniences for everybody else. But that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. Get some time in with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends, with your clients, whoever, with your team, whoever's special to you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we're going to chat soon. Cheers, guys.